It starts with a whisper, a promise that Cadillac is about to burst into Formula One in 2026. The grid will grow and a new team will roar to life. But the real earthquake? The speculation, the tension, the drivers who could hold the keys to Cadillac's destiny. You're hearing this for the first time, so lean in. Sergio Checo Perez, the hot-blooded six-time Grand Prix winner, is being tipped as Cadillac's first ace. F1 sources say he's reached an agreement to return to F1 next season, after being released by Red Bull at the end of 2024, too late to land anywhere else. The announcement? Rumoured to come right around Monza, the Italian Grand Prix. Then enters the veteran, Valtteri Bottas. The Finn, currently Mercedes' reserve, is rumoured to have signed, or is very close to signing, with Cadillac too. Reports hint he's on the cusp of putting pen to paper, ready to rekindle his race career. His stats are fierce. 10 Grand Prix wins, 67 podiums, and a resume that screams experience. But here's where the mojo thickens. Former F1 hero Juan Pablo Montoya, riffing for AS Colombia, says Cadillac should start with 2 seasoned drivers, but only one should be handed a long-term deal. The other? Just 1 year. He lays it out. Yes, for me, I think that's the pair, Montoya says of Perez and Bottas. And the way I think they should do it is sign one for 2 years and the other for 1 year. Commit one for 2 or 3 years and then start looking for someone younger. Because the 2 drivers they have would be very good, but they're drivers that in 2 or 3 years will already be thinking about stopping. But for the beginning of the team, it would be the ideal pair. He even nudges the speculation further. Of the 2, Checo. I think Checo would fit them a little better, with the profile and everything. But Bottas is also very fast. So there, you have to see exactly. It depends on how motivated Valtteri is, because I think Valtteri is very fast and can be faster than Checo. But Valtteri is very emotional. It depends on the day. Let that sink in. Montoya pitching a 2-year deal for Perez, 1 year for Bottas. A thoughtful strategy. Experience now, youth later. It's chess, not checkers. Meanwhile, a German outlet, Bild, reports that the first driver is indeed Sergio Perez. They say the deal has been locked for months. He brings more than speed. He brings sponsorship power. Cadillac apparently plans a flashy reveal in Miami. They're even considering pairing him with an American star, IndyCar's Colton Herta, for a perfect mix of savvy and stateside swagger. But keep your ear to the ground. Other candidates have also been linked. Zhou Guanyu, Mick Schumacher, Jack Doohan, Felipe Drugovich, Alex Dunn. Some are old-school veterans, others bright-eyed rookies trying to break in. Let's pause and reflect. Imagine the scene. Cadillac picks up 2 F1 veterans, Perez and Bottas, to launch its story. Then, after year 1, opens the door to fresh blood. It's almost poetic, a nod to youth without throwing away the wisdom of age. Montoya's idea is a power move wrapped in patience. But what about Perez himself? He hasn't been silent. He's been open, self-critical. In a candid interview, he said he struggled in his final Red Bull days, diving into the challenges head-on. He even admitted that not ending his career that way mattered to him. I want to go back, because I don't want to end my career like this. I'll go back if it's worth paying the price to be in F1. That's a heartbreak to hope arc if ever there was one. Meanwhile, Bottas has given us a tease of his own. In a cheeky video, he finds a Cadillac truck, jokes about the nice seat, and says, "Not yet." Suggestive? Playful? Oh yes, he's revving for a return. Let me throw a question to you. Who should Cadillac lock down long-term? Perez, steady and experienced, with sponsorship firepower? Or Bottas, emotional and raw fast on a good day, with wisdom tempered in the paddock? Montoya clearly leans Perez, but maybe Cadillac wants Bottas's speed, just for the short haul. This is a turning point. 2026 isn't just another season. It's Cadillac's baptism by fire. Who they pick, how long they hold on to them, how they balance legacy with future. It's a masterclass of squad building in real time. Let's rewind for just a second. Valtteri Bottas, the Finnish Iceman, smooth on track, smooth off track, has reportedly signed with Cadillac for 2026. Sources are convinced the deal is done. The formal announcement? Days away, maybe even hours. And it's not just whispers anymore. Bottas has been seen working closely with Cadillac insiders, and team boss Graham Loudon knows the man well from his Sauber days. Loudon managed Guan Yu Zhou when he partnered Bottas at Alfa Romeo. He's watched him behind the scenes, not just racecraft, but leadership, composure, focus. So this isn't a gamble. This is a calculated move by someone who's already seen Bottas in battle. Now here's where things get spicy. Cadillac wants Bottas early, like 2025 early. They're planning testing of previous cars' TPC sessions in the second half of next year to prep their 2026 debut. And to do that, they need Bottas out of Mercedes' reserve role before he's even officially raced again. Would Mercedes let him go? Probably. But would that create tension in Stuttgart? Also, probably. So what about Checo? If Bottas is basically confirmed, is the Mexican's comeback just a formality? Not exactly. There's still a tiny window for other teams, like Alpine, to swoop in and tempt him away. Don't forget, Checo still has value, even after a tough end at Red Bull. His brand in Latin America is huge. His experience? Invaluable. And in a team like Cadillac, where the lights are new and the stage is massive, he could be their anchor. But timing is tight. If Perez doesn't commit soon, Cadillac may have to pivot. And fast. There's another layer. While the top seat drama unfolds, the future of Cadillac's lineup is already on the horizon. Montoya called it, "You don't build a legacy with two drivers eyeing retirement. You need youth, you need spark, you need someone who's hungry." That's where names like Mick Schumacher, Jack Doohan, Felipe Drugovich, and even Alex Dunn sneak into the conversation. Schumacher, once the golden son of F1, now stuck in the shadows. Doohan, fast and flashy, but untested. Drugovich, the F2 champ who's waited too long. Dunn, a wild card with nothing to lose. But here's the thing, would Cadillac risk its debut season on rookies? Unlikely. Not with billions on the line. So expect Bottas and Perez to hold the fort in year one, and someone fresh to sneak in the moment there's a crack. Cadillac isn't just joining F1, they're building a brand. An American powerhouse with global reach, a team that wants instant credibility, but also long-term staying power. That means planning now, but thinking ahead always. And that's why this isn't just about 2026. It's about what happens in 2027, 2028, and beyond. Imagine the scenario. Bottas signs for 1 year, teaches the rookies the ropes, then steps back. Perez, on a 2-year deal, stabilizes the garage and becomes the emotional face of Cadillac F1. Meanwhile, a young lion, maybe Doohan, maybe Schumacher, maybe someone still unknown, waits in the wings, ready to pounce. It's a relay race, not a sprint. And Cadillac seems ready to build, not just bet. But the pressure? It's real. Formula One won't go easy on the new kid. The other 10 teams will smell weakness. And in the Piranha Club, weakness gets eaten alive. So every decision, every contract, every driver choice, every test session matters. Back to Montoya one last time. His advice wasn't just tactical, it was prophetic. Start with veterans, build the base, then feed the future. Because the two drivers they have would be very good, but they're drivers that in 2 or 3 years will already be thinking about stopping. And when they do, Cadillac better have the next generation lined up, or risk being a flash in the pan. So now we turn to you, the fans, the ones who've seen teams rise and fall. What do you think Cadillac should do? Should they play it safe with Bottas and Perez, ride the wave of experience? Or roll the dice and give a young star a shot from day one? Should Bottas get just 1 year? Should Perez become the new heart of American F1? Because like every great story in Formula One, this one is still being written. and every decision from here on out could define Cadillac's legacy or end it before it begins. So, who's ready for 2026? Because Cadillac isn't just joining the grid, they're coming for the spotlight.